Rejected by Young. They get it back. Shot clock at 6. Tries again. Stauskas' shot is off.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
The kick out to Young. Right side Jones. Douglas Roberts pass to Bogut. Miami no good on that time either.
And, you know, coaches just love players who they can count on to give that effort defensively.
And he clearly is one of those guys, Greg. We saw it right there. Nice work forcing that miss.
And Young kicks to Bogut. It's blocked. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And that's now 6 points for Kelly Oubre. Swiped it away. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
And he clearly doesn't like what's going on out there right now.
Would you? I mean, how could he like what's happening? Really had to take a time out there and try to figure out a way to derail their momentum.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Martin's checked in for Laverne. Quincy Miller comes in for Oubre. John Selmans, he's checked in for Nick Stauskas. And it's Grant in for Ronnie Price. Hudson dishes to Antich. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
You can't give him that shot. A few open looks are all it takes to get him in the zone.
In transition, here comes Miami. No good from Hudson. Brooklyn leading by 4. Grant, that's good.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top.
Here's Martin, following the score by Miami. It's stolen by Jones. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Finished off the break.
Great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and trigger the fast break.
And now just a 1-possession game thanks to that quick hitter. Outstanding play in the open court.
Here's Powell. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. For Brooklyn, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. And he can't get the first one.
Dwight Powell at the line for 2.
And the second free throw, good. 7 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Clark. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
And so far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Brooklyn.
Tell you what, guys, they're showing us a lot of energy early on and racking up those fast break points.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
Brooklyn leading by 3. And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And Brooklyn looking who they've got. They've got Stockton. Robinson is out there with Cunningham. Then there's Chris Johnson. And it's Laverne in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So it's Brooklyn now, following the score by Miami. They swipe it. Here's Clark. Lays it in off the breakaway. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Miami.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off. Just sensational stuff.
And then Johnson with the dunk.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
Man, I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
We've seen them struggle on the half-court offense.
Yeah, they seem to be disorganized to me, guys. I mean, out of sync, no rhythm or flow.
I had a coach that once told me sometimes guys just try to self-will it too much, whether it's getting out on the break or scoring in the half court. You've got to do it as a unit.
Robinson, that's good. And Brooklyn leads by 4.
He had his head on a swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
Here's Bogut. No good. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Robinson drives in. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
Yeah, saw some things that just weren't working for them and wants to make some adjustments.
Yeah, and no reason to wait around to do that, Greg. I mean, might as well make those adjustments right away.
A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Powell, he's checked in for Cunningham. Oubre comes in for Glenn Robinson III. Stauskas is checked in for Johnson. And it's Price in for Stockton.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Here is Price. Following the score by Miami. 3-on-3. And the basket by Douglas Roberts.
Well, they won't be down for long if they can get some more early offense just like that.
And Clark, the best way to get that early offense is with steals. That allows you to get out in transition.
The feed to Oubre.
2 minutes left.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
And Miami going with a whole new group out there. We've got 1:55 left in the first half. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
They recover it. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line. Miami shooting their first foul shot of the game. And that one misses. Brooklyn leading by 4. To the inside. Price. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Price has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Here's Stauskas. Price, the pass to Oubre. And a miss there on the triple. Miami trails by 6. Here's Babb. Second shot opportunity. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
Boy, with all the contact he drew there, Greg, that would have been a heck of a bucket. He nearly got it to go.
A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Martin's checked in for Laverne. Quincy Miller comes in for Oubre. John Selmans, he's checked in for Stauskas. And it's Grant in for Price. They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now. Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Miami trails by 6. Now a timeout called by Miami. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those balls.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
Powell kicks to Hudson. He got it up. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And that concludes the first half. Brooklyn leads by 8. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment. It's been quite a game for Kelly Oubre.
Yeah, he's played just a smart game overall offensively, looking for and finding the gaps in the defense, and also terrific shot selection.
Greg, that's exactly what we're talking about when we talk about being efficient as an offensive player. Fully on display there with him.
And the third quarter about ready to get underway. It's been quite a game for Kelly Oubre.
The way he was able to attack the rim in that first half, defenders are going to need to start building walls and being connected defensively if they want to have any chance to stop him.
Now, come on, Greg. That's much easier said than done when he's the penetrator. I mean, his speed and agility make him extremely tough to cover.
On the floor for Miami, Terry Jones out there with Chris Douglas-Roberts. Then it's Young. Then it's Bogut. And it's Brown in the 2.
They're not going to run that play very often. But, hey, they'll take it. Way to notch that 3.
And that's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. They set the screen. They get it back. A second chance effort. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
And the defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
You know, that just can't happen. They need much more effort than that on the glass.
And Young, here we go. And the shot is good.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
It's Douglas-Roberts on the wing. Wide open look. Rebound, Brooklyn. And here's the fast break. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. The lead.
Got a fresh lineup, yeah, fresh outfit. About to have the parking lot on smash. Plus I got a 7 with a 450